Welcome to the fifth stop of the Southeast Wisconsin Angler's Choice Trail. We are on Rock Lake today. Started off and continued throughout most of the day to be a wet morning and afternoon. The top team was Caleb and Dan. They took first place. Their largest bass of the day was a 3.37 pound largemouth. In total, they had 13.70 pounds, all largemouth. And if you watch them in action here, they are flipping some jigs, catching a lot of fish. They said they caught a number of limits, but finding bigger fish over 3 pounds was tough. But for their efforts, they still finished in first place with over $700. Caleb and Dan right now are leading the Angler of the Year points with 2 events left. Here's Caleb hooking up with another fish as Dan grabs the net. But as I watched them, most of their fish they caught couldn't upgrade their limit. Most of their fish were caught in the morning and throughout the afternoon only produced smaller sized fish. Our second place team was Justin and Charles. They were one of the few teams that brought in some smallmouth. They had 1 largemouth and 4 smallmouth in their limit. Their largest bass of the day was a 3.44 pound bass. And in total, their second place finish, they had 11.73 pounds. Our anglers caught fish a lot of different ways today, as you'll see in the video. Some throwing jigs, some throwing drop shots, wacky worms, crankbaits. Here's Justin hooking up with a fish. But he lets Charles know the net's probably not needed. Here's Justin hooking up with another one. But it looks like the net's not needed again. Here's Charles after he hooked up with a fish. This one looks like they're going to need the net and might go in the box. This is Chris and Jim. They ended the day in 4th place, but they did capture big bass. They had all largemouth in their limit, and their big bass of the day was a 3.76 pound largemouth. For 4th place, it took 11.57 pounds. Here's Mike and Robert later in the afternoon. You'll see Robert throwing a drop shot here and hooking up, but it looks like a small fish. Here's Bob keeping his lure in the water as he checks things, and there's a fish on the end of it. But it's another short fish. Mike and Robert ended up in 7th place. They had 9.37 pounds with their 5 largemouth limit. There's Mike flipping a fish into the boat. Here's Leonard and Tom. Leonard and Tom finished in 10th place. They come all the way down from Illinois. They had 3 fish on the day, going 4.16 pounds. Here are brothers Kurt and Kevin. Here's Kurt hooking up, but losing a fish. Kurt and Kevin finished in 5th place. They had 5 fish going 10.52 pounds, all largemouth. You can see the rain coming down in this shot. Here's Kevin, but it looks like he missed that one also. They just needed one more good fish and they would have cashed a check. Here's Brian. Unfortunately, Trisha couldn't join him today, so he's out in the rain fishing alone. Our next event will be on Nagawaki Lake in October, and then we will be on Whitewater Lake the following weekend in October. Check out andrewsmithfishing.com and stop in at Moe's Southwest Grill in Pewaukee on Capitol Drive. And also visit crivetsland.com for a great vacation destination. Thanks to everyone who fished.